not only reinvested in the Elevate Nevada through 2024, but has invited NHC to partner on their newest initiative supporting capacity building for our tribal housing partners. So in collaboration with Nevada's tribal housing directors, NHC will be working with the Rural California Housing Coalition and the Arizona Housing Coalition to provide training and technical assistance to advance infrastructure and housing projects serving Native communities. It's going to be a really, really great year for us. We're going to be doing a lot of work. We've really hit the ground running since the conference, so I hope you'll tune in. One final reminder is that this year's application for the AHP Nevada Targeted Fund is now open, speaking of the Federal Home Loan Bank. And I am really grateful for this Nevada-specific gap funding program, so I want to encourage those of you with projects in the pipeline to sign up for those info sessions coming up, and let's get as much of that money into Nevada as we can. As always, you can always reach out to me to grab a coffee or to chat about stuff that's going on in your organization. I really like to know what's going out in the field because really the coalition is here in support of all the work that you guys are doing on the ground. So please, I'll put my information in the chat, and if we haven't connected in a while, I would love to reconnect and get your updates. Okay, so I think that's it for me. I will turn it over to my teammate, Amanda Lakin, who has just a couple more announcements before we get to the main event. Amanda?
Yes. Thank you, Joanna. All right. It's first of all, good afternoon, everyone. It's so great to be kicking off yet another year of Lunch and Learns. We're very excited for this year. Wanted to share with you a couple upcoming events that we have in the next 2 months. So the first is we're going to be launching a housing happy hour. And this is the result of just feedback from a lot of our members wanting more in-person opportunities to connect and network with each other. The first one is going to be in Southern Nevada. We are planning to do these regionally, at least one in each location, Southern, Northern, and Rural Nevada throughout this year. The first one will be on Wednesday, February 21st at 5:00 p.m. at Garagiste Wine Room. I hope I said that correctly. And that is in downtown Las Vegas. Again, this is just going to be an opportunity for everyone to come together, talk about housing, chat, network, mingle with each other. There is going to be a cost to this event. It is going to be $20 for members and $30 for non-members, but that does include drinks and appetizers. And we may also have a special guest, but they're not confirmed yet. So we'll update you as that comes along. And if Joanna hasn't yet put the link to register in the chat, I'm sure she will do that soon. As she previously mentioned, we have our February Lunch and Learn on February 28th. For those of you already signed up today, you are now registered for all of our Lunch and Learns for the rest of the year. You don't have to do anything else. We will update you and remind you of all the upcoming topics and speakers. Now not next month, March, we're going to be launching yet another connection opportunity, and that is going to be with a regional town hall. And our first one is going to be held in Northern Nevada on Wednesday, March 13th at 3:30 p.m. And this is going to be at the Innovation Center at University of Nevada, Reno. This is going to be a member-only event. There's no cost. If you're not a member and this sounds kind of interesting to you, reach out to one of us, myself or Joanna, and we can get you hooked up with the membership. But again, just an opportunity to come together and share share ideas and issues that you're experiencing within your local community. Our team will be there. We'll probably have some members from our board of directors. And again, this is open to all of our members. Registration link, I'm sure, is in the chat now. So please sign up if you're interested. And then lastly, again, we have our March Lunch and Learn on the 27th. And just a reminder, we are on social media. If you don't follow us yet, please do. We're going to continue to share all of our upcoming events, networking opportunities, educational trainings, and things like that. So give us a follow, give us a like, tag us when you see us around town. And next, another exciting event coming up is going to be our 2024 Nevada Housing Conference. We are now accepting sponsorships. This year, we're going to be at the Nugget Casino Resort in Sparks, Nevada on October 16th and 17th. And if you were a sponsor last year, you will know that you made a massive impact. Our sponsors are one of the main reasons that we are able to put on such a great event. It's 2 days. It's our biggest opportunity really to convene all of our affordable housing stakeholders into one place to talk about affordable housing issues and connect and network and have a great time. So if you would like to be a sponsor this year, let me know. Joanna's going to share a link to the sponsorship packet. As in previous years, we have a lot of different levels and benefits available. Some of the benefits include free conference passes. We're going to have like a little VIP lounge workspace area, speaking opportunities, logo recognition, and you also have the opportunity to provide scholarships. So thank you again for those who sponsored last year. Let us know if you'd like to sponsor again this year. And without further ado, I would like to introduce our new board chair, Lorri Murphy. Lorri is with Ovation Development, and she has over 40 years of experience in accounting, finance, and risk management in the real estate development and property management industries here in Las Vegas. She has led Ovation's efforts to develop affordable housing projects totaling over 3,000 units, and those were funded with low-income housing tax credits and other local and federal funding sources. Lorri is extremely passionate about affordable housing and our mission, and we are super happy to have her on board as our board chair. Welcome, Lorri.
Thank you, Amanda, and welcome everyone to the Housing Coalition's first Lunch and Learn of 2024. It's been a valuable resource in the past, and based on the topics that were discussed, I'm sure we'll be continuing to cover very important topics. As Amanda mentioned, I'm Lorri Murphy, and I'm thrilled at the opportunity to chair this impressive organization. For those of you who don't know me, I'm with Ovation Development, one of the premier multifamily developers in Southern Nevada. Ovation and its affiliates have built over 11,000 units and currently have 9,000 in the portfolio. This includes 2,000 affordable housing units that are already in operations, most of them at 100% leased. As Amanda mentioned, I've been with Ovation for almost 30 years in various capacities, but for the past 15 years, I've led Ovation's efforts in developing affordable housing. And in addition to the 2,000 units that in operations, we have another 1,300 in the pipeline, and we're always looking to do more. Through Ovation's nonprofit co-developer, Coordinated Living of Southern Nevada, we work with community partners to provide activities and services to our residents to support their basic needs and to provide activities that foster a sense of community. Some of the free services and activities at our communities include food and nutrition, transportation, health and wellness visits, fitness and education, and things like financial literacy. We've recently begun working with Mojave Counseling and other groups who refer and provide groups case management to place some of the most vulnerable population in some of our communities. We're excited that this has led to a partnership with Mojave Counseling to provide wraparound services to a single site, 50-unit permanent supportive housing community, which is funded with funds from the Home Means Nevada Initiative and project-based vouchers through the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority. This project is scheduled to begin construction in the summer of this year. My work with Ovation has exposed me to challenges and opportunities with development, financing, management, and providing services to affordable housing communities and their residents. But it's also instilled a passion for affordable housing that I share with my coworkers, and especially with Ovation's owners, Alan Mulaski and his son, Jess Mulaski. This passion is also shared by the members of the board of directors of the Housing Coalition, which is what drew me to the organization. I've always been impressed by the caliber and diversity of the coalition's members, bringing together developers, government officials, landlords, banks, service providers, tenant advocates, and anyone interested in affordable housing. This diversity gives the coalition well-rounded perspective and resources to address the challenges and opportunities presented on a daily basis. The Housing Coalition has accomplished a great deal in a short period of time. The coalition has increased membership to more than 300 members. They've raised funds and implemented education and capacity building programs such as Elevate Nevada. And they provided input that resulted in the state allocating $500 million in Home Means Nevada funds to affordable housing. The coalition also had an extremely successful legislative session. The coalition's crowning achievement was the passage of AB 310, a supportive housing bill that was fostered and created by the Nevada Housing Coalition's Policy Committee. All of this work was done under the stewardship of our past president, Bill Brewer, whose calm and thoughtful leadership style is an inspiration. I look forward to his continued mentorship and as he stays on as past president. I also want to acknowledge the previous executive director, Christine Hess, and her team, as well as all of the dedicated board members. I'm thankful that the composition of the board will remain mostly intact, with only 2 exceptions. Brooke Page is stepping down her leadership. Brooke Page is stepping down. Her leadership made AB 310 possible. I'm thankful that she's agreed to stay on as an active member and to continue supporting the coalition's supportive housing, education, and roundtables. JD Cliftonstein will take her place on the board. A self-proclaimed housing nerd, JD's experience with social services development through his work with the social services and development through his work with the City of Reno and the Reno Housing Authority will be an asset to the board. I also want to give a shout out to the executive committee, which has been expanded to include the vice chair and past president. This will allow the incoming chair to have support and mentorship and be included in some of the upcoming discussions prior to taking the chairmanship. The current executive committee will include Elena Mule, vice chair, Eric Novak, treasurer, Emily Paulson, secretary, Bill Brewer, past chair, and myself. I look forward to working with all of them, with everybody. And last but not least, of course, is Maurice, our new executive director. We're lucky to have Maurice Page at the helm as executive director. His experience providing housing solutions, overseeing multifaceted programs, which are funded by federal, state, and local grants, and his track record collaborating with public agencies and other placeholders will be a perfect fit. He also brings a business acumen, having run his own business and holding a bachelor's degree in business management. He also has a master's in adult ed and leadership. During the interview process, we also saw firsthand his work ethic and commitment to being prepared. He brought to the interview committee, in addition to the presentation we requested, a 90-day transition plan that was ready to implement. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Maurice so he can tell you how it's going. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorri. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the kind words. I could tell you that, first of all, the transition has been very exciting, has been very stressful, but it's been, but I've had such a great education in learning more about our great state and our issues that are going on when it comes to affordable housing. With that being said, I want to just say good afternoon to friends, fellow advocates of the Nevada Housing Coalition, our devoted members, our esteemed non-members who have shown interest in our cause, and of course, our board of directors that are here in attendance. It's a genuine pleasure to stand here before you today, not just as a speaker, but as a member of this incredible coalition we've built together. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who has joined our Lunch and Learns in the past. Your engagement has been the cornerstone of our growth and our success. Today, I want to take a more personal approach in addressing you all. As Joanna stated earlier, this is more about, teaching about best practices, what's going on, having an education about what's going on around the country. But I felt coming into the new year that I needed to address our coalition and talk to you about the plans and policies that we will be championing here in 2024. And then to also give you a glimpse into the heart and soul of what drives the Nevada Housing Coalition forward. But first, I want to start with a reality check. Shortages of affordable housing are long-standing challenges across the country. High interest rates and low inventory are contributing to the issue. A look at where we stand in the realm of affordable housing within our beloved state of Nevada is marked by our unfortunate ranking as the state with the highest shortage of affordable housing for extremely low-income renters. Imagine, only 17 units are available for every 100 families in dire need, leaving us short nearly 84,000 homes that should be affordable and accessible. Nevada has some of the most severe cost burdens in the country. Attention to basic needs like medical care, food, education, transportation, and work stability suffer when households are overpaying for their housing expenses. Together, I truly believe that we can advocate for policies that address the root causes of our housing affordability, invest in community resources that support those most affected, and work towards a future where every resident of our state can afford a safe, stable home without sacrificing their health, their education, or their ability to provide for their families. The Nevada Housing Coalition is at the forefront, tirelessly working to mold the future of affordable housing in Nevada. Your voice has been heard. You have asked that we allocate more attention to supportive housing, local policies, middle-income workforce housing. And although there is no immediate solutions to any of what I've stated above, we will look at creating systematic changes, ensuring that every Nevadan has a place to call home. But let's be, again, the reality of it is we are loaded with hurdles, be it the lengthy construction timeline, zoning challenges, land scarcity, or financial constraints. Our resolve is to unite our members and our partners, pushing for policies that advance affordable housing, sustainable home ownership, and equitable access for all. Our legislative victories speak volumes of our collective effort. With bipartisan support, we have seen our top priorities come to fruition: modernizing property tax exemptions, closing tax loopholes, and ensuring transparency in government processes related to housing. These achievements are not just ours, but yours as well. They are a testament to the power of collaboration and shared vision. As we dive into the new year, we're excited to roll out a fresh slate of education programs and new opportunities to get together in person with regional town halls and cross-sector working groups. These platforms are not just about spreading information, they're about listening to your stories, understanding your needs, and working together to make a tangible impact. Elevate Nevada, which Lorri referenced earlier, which is one of our biggest programs developed in partnership with the Federal Home Loan Bank of San Francisco, will continue to support housing professionals build capacity by providing education, technical assistance, and professional development opportunities. Through 2025, Elevate will provide more targeted and regionally specific programming, including more attention to the unique capacity building needs of the rural and tribal housing space. By supporting all of you to enhance and advance your missions, Elevate Nevada will ultimately decrease silos and increase resources dedicated to the development of quality, affordable, and supportive housing, targeting our greatest gaps and expanding our capacity to provide housing options for all Nevadans. Joanna, our Director of Outreach and Education, has done a phenomenal job in bringing these programs to life. Reflecting on our journey, again, I'm thrilled to share that our membership has grown significantly, a clear sign of our coalition's strength and relevance. 2023 marked a pivotal period of transition for the coalition, but despite the challenges that came with the change, our team demonstrated remarkable resilience and dedication. successfully maintaining a strong foundation of existing members while also welcoming new faces into our coalition. The concerted efforts of our team led to us achieving and surpassing membership goals we had set on the outset of the year. And as I continue over the last 4 years, our coalition has undergone a remarkable transformation, a testament to our relentless efforts and unwavering commitment to our cause. Beginning with a modest membership of just 86 businesses and individuals back in 2020, we have witnessed a rise in both our reach and impact. Today, we celebrate over 300 members who share a vision and a collective desire to drive meaningful change. But beyond the numbers, our annual housing conference has emerged as a beacon of progress and collaboration. The most recent conference attracted a record-breaking 346 attendees from across Nevada and an additional 19 states, marking a significant increase in participation. This is not just growth in attendance, it symbolizes the widening circle of professionals, advocates, and passionate individuals who are eager to contribute to our cause. Each attendee represents a unique thread in the fabric of our community, weaving together a diverse and resilient network committed to advancing housing solutions. I want to give a huge shout out to Amanda Lakin, our Director of Communications and Marketing, who leads the planning and execution of our annual conference and works behind the scenes, keeping our brand consistent and all of you up to date via communication. Now, as we step into 2024, our focus remains steadfast on not only attracting new members, but also ensuring the satisfaction and continued engagement of our existing community. We are currently in the process of setting new membership goals that will reflect our aspirations of growth. These objectives will not only concentrate on increasing our numbers, but will also emphasize the importance of retention by enhancing the value of our membership through additional perks and engagement opportunities. Our aim is to create a vibrant, interactive coalition that supports our members' needs and interests, fostering a sense of belonging and commitment to our shared goals. Through our newsletters, social media, regular meetings, we will keep you informed, involved, and hopefully inspired. A well-informed coalition is an empowered community, and together there's no limit to what we can achieve. Next, I am also thrilled to speak about our policy committee, particularly in how we approach the crucial task of policy development. Under the guidance and strategic oversight of the board of directors, we will continue to look at ways to be transformative. Back in December, we rolled out a survey to our members that asked what they believe is the most pressing challenge in providing housing at all income levels in Nevada. The top responses were financing and resources, political will, NIMBYism, and system-wide efficiency. Our policy committee will use that as our baseline. And as we convene in the interim, we will start to look at other issues that take away from us developing more affordable housing. Our policy committee will concentrate on crafting robust, forward-thinking policies. These policies will serve as a dual purpose. First, they will provide a strong foundation to support the development and production of affordable housing, ensuring that new projects not only are viable, but also aligned with the highest standards of sustainability and community benefit. Second, and equally important, our policy will be designed to guarantee the preservation of affordable housing. This means safeguarding existing developments from the pressures of market instability, gentrification, and other factors that threaten their affordability. We will work on establishing incentives and requirements for affordable housing, land use policies that encourage the development of affordable units, financial incentives for developers to prioritize affordability, aligning the housing supply with market and neighborhood housing conditions, guidance for small market affordable rental properties that enhance community stability, and regulatory frameworks that protect existing affordable housing from being converted into higher cost housing. Moreover, we remain committed to engaging with a wide spectrum of stakeholders in this process. From community leaders and housing advocates to developers and policymakers, it is through cross-sector collaborations that collectively we will better be able to create the housing each of us needs in our communities. And as we move forward, our goal is very clear: to ensure that affordable housing is not just a temporary solution for today, but a sustainable legacy for tomorrow. I am confident that with the dedication of our policy committee, the engagement of our coalition, we will make significant strides in making affordable housing accessible and enduring for all. As I wrap, I want to end by saying thank you once again for your time, your passion, and your commitment to this cause. The road ahead is long, but with you by our side, I am confident we will be able to achieve our vision of a Nevada where everyone has access to affordable, sustainable housing. Let's continue to strive for progress, not perfection. Thank you. And with that, we will now open it up for questions. So if you would like to ask any questions, you can go ahead and put those in the chat. And I will now turn it back over to Joanna.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maurice. That was wonderful. I'm feeling super inspired. As you can see, even though it seemed like we were a little quiet after the conference, but we were not. We were already hit the ground running. We have been really on the move. We have a ton of stuff coming up. We are back and better than ever. So please take some time to put some questions in the chat. Make sure you're registering for these upcoming events. I'm really especially excited for Housing Happy Hour. You know, I like to party. So I hope you'll join us for that at Garage East in downtown Las Vegas. And, you know, we're really responding to some of those surveys and requests for more in-person events. So I really want to see you all there. And then our Lunch and Learn series coming up is going to be really amazing. So thank you all for registering. I've been really hard at work brainstorming and chatting with all of you about what topics you want to see covered. And I'm really trying to be responsive to the emergent news and current events that are happening in the field. So
Can
always,
I jump in?
Oh, absolutely.
I just wanted to add one little thought about the Lunch and Learns. If you are a partner, connector, or sustaining member with us and you would like to host a Lunch and Learn or work with Joanna on some topics, definitely reach out to her. That is another member benefit as a higher level member with us.
Yes. And then the town halls, we're starting in Reno, but we'll be doing some regional town halls in Southern Nevada, and we'll be doing some rural and tribal events as well. So be sure and stay tuned for those wherever you are across the state. And that will really be an opportunity to engage on some of those policy development topics and really let Maurice have it. So you can tell him all the work you're doing and he can listen, and him and the board can collect that information and turn it into some policy solutions in the future. And then we can also all be there. So we can always chat also if you have some capacity building stuff that you're not seeing in the state and you really have some goals on that, or you just want to hang out and drink coffee together, because that's what we'll be serving. So I'll put those links in the chat again so that you guys can make sure you're getting registered. I don't see any questions in the chat, so we must be really thorough today. We probably just bombarded you with so much information. You're stunned. Oh, now we got one. Looks like an interest in Lunch and Learn, bringing education into the discussion, like through student research, student learning, or community engagement. That's a really great question, Bill. Bill is a professor at UNR. He teaches a class on writing and homelessness, and I've met his students and presented to his students, and it was a wonderful experience, and I can't wait to do it again. But I am actually brainstorming right now, in the process of brainstorming a kind of housing intersection series. I think I talked about it with some of you before, and I do have some topic ideas, but I think education is a really great one to add to the list. So I'll be sure and reach out to you, Bill, about that, and maybe we could flesh out what that looks like exactly. And that'll be maybe later in 2024, early 2025, when we launch a special series. I was imagining it as a breakfast, a brunch and learn maybe, but it's still in early development. So I'm open to all the suggestions. And we have a second question. It said, there is so much housing available when it comes to corporate housing. For those of us who have nonprofits, could rent those corporate housing opportunities through our organizations if funders would just allow us. What are your thoughts on this? That's a really interesting question. Are you talking about maybe workforce housing, or what do you mean by corporate housing? I guess we'll wait in the chat. In the meantime, while we're getting some update on that, how do we learn about grant opportunities for housing? Well, the Nevada Housing Coalition has an Affordable Housing 101 that has a list of a lot of resources available, including a lot of funding resources. Nevada Grant Lab is a really great resource for federal grant opportunities. I can put some of these links in the chat. And the Nevada Housing Division and your local jurisdictions are actually really the home for most of the housing funding opportunities. I don't know if Lorri or Maurice want to jump in if I'm missing any. Thank you, Amanda.
I think you hit on all of them. I think if we go back to the question about the corporate housing, I believe that's mostly tied towards workforce housing. And that is something that is growing as we have brought in more industry businesses and corporations into the state. And we have a lot of folks that are coming in and moving in, and they're trying to find housing, but in the short term, they're looking for something new. So we don't have a direct answer in regards to that, but it's something that is definitely that we will look into, that we can look into, and possibly we can have a conversation offline about that at a later date.
Yes, that's a great idea. Maybe shoot me an email and I'll put you and Maurice in connection if you don't already have Maurice's email, and we can get some time together about this more. I'd like to learn more as well. Okay. Oh, comment in the group about corporate housing. Wonderful. Bishop, I'll save your information and reach out after this. Looks like David has a question regarding soft funding and 4% LIHTC deals. I don't know who wants to take that one. Maybe Lorri. That might be a good one for Lorri.
So the soft funding, and I'm not sure, I guess I'm assuming you're looking for what kind of soft funding is available. The state of Nevada provides either GAP or state tax credits for projects. Local jurisdictions provide home funds. There are also things like AHP through the Federal Home Loan Bank. The state provides National Housing Trust funds for certain projects that target the 30% AMI, the very low income. And recently, we've also had Home Means Nevada, which is from the ARPA funds, and community housing funds, which have enabled a lot of these projects to go forward. Unfortunately, I'm not sure whether those will be able to continue, but the state and local jurisdictions provide quite a bit of soft funds in Nevada. We're very fortunate here.
Thank you so much, Lorri. I saw a question in the Q&A from Allison. Is there a good place to get statistics for Northern Nevada, the number of homeless folks or number of people living on the edge? I think the homeless count is coming up, point in time count, and the Washoe County COC does a pretty good job of putting that information out every year. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline is. The count happens in January. I think the numbers come out maybe April or May, or maybe a little bit later. But Allison, I'll go ahead and send you some links on, or you can Google like Washoe County point in time count, and the numbers from last year will come up.
And for Southern Nevada, you can go to the helphopehome.org website. They will provide you with last year's numbers. The point in time count throughout the state of Nevada is happening actually tomorrow morning. So again, as Joanna stated, those results would not come out until probably late spring, early summer, or late spring, late summer, sometime around in there, depending on the region.
Great questions. I'm really excited about this. There was a question about resources for folks requesting affordable housing. And Amanda put in the chat that we have a place on our website as well that is labeled I Need Affordable Housing. And we have a list of some partners there. And I would also check with the jurisdiction which you live. If you're in Northern Nevada, that would be Washoe. Maybe if you're in Reno, that'd be Washoe County COC. Help Hope Home, as Maurice said, would be for Southern Nevada. And there might be some more resources listed on there as well. looks like June, around June, the results come out each year. So
That's for Washoe. That's
we'll
definitely for Washoe.
Yeah, we'll definitely amplify those results as they come out. We'll repost them in the newsletter and send them out too. We're always happy to share information from our partners. Oh, great questions, you guys. Don't see any more coming in. I think we can go ahead and wrap up right on time. Pretty good that we're on time for our very first Lunch and Learn of the year. I find it very hard to believe that we'll stay on time for each Lunch and Learn every month, but just because we're always trying to pack as much information in as we can get. I'm really, really excited to launch this year programming and reconnect and see each other in person and do exciting new things together and really do this work alongside you. So thank you so much. We have about 110 folks on the call today. So that's very, very exciting. I love that there's so much interest. Please stay in touch and know that, we are available. We're here to support you guys who are out there doing the work. So Maurice, do you want to say some closing words?
Yes, I would like to just say, number one, just thank you for all the support and all of the calls and emails that I've received over the last couple of months on this initiative. It is definitely a lot of hard work. I'm still getting up to speed with all of the issues throughout the whole state. However, for those out there that would like to meet with myself or the team, we are open and we are available. Amanda, if you could please put my email in the chat as well, please. If you would like to schedule a one-on-one call or one-on-one email or conference or video call or whatever the case may be, definitely reach out and let me know. I would love to get to know all of our coalition members and figure out what is their pressing needs. Again, I just wanted to talk about the town halls and our networking events. These events are something that are new. But this is something that you as a coalition has asked for us to do more in-person events. And so I'm very excited. We will be doing a town hall in Northern Nevada again in March. We will be doing one in the rurals and we will be doing another one in Southern Nevada. Please go to the website and look for those dates as they will be spread out, but they will be coming up fairly fast. We will also be doing networking events and also in the northern rural, southern, and tribal communities. So we will definitely be making an effort to be more visible, be more present, be able to listen to you, figure out what we need to do as a coalition, and to move the battle of bringing more affordable housing to Nevada a reality. So I just want to say thank you. I know it's probably too late right now, but Happy New Year. Here's looking forward to a great year, and I definitely look forward to working with each and every one of you.